Hello, everyone. I just thought I would do this from the garden for a laugh. I'm trying to work out which is the best light. That one's alright, isn't it? Because the sunset here. Well, it's more or less away. That's it behind me. So I'll go this way. Got it. There we go. That looks alright, doesn't it? What happens if I switch it off? Oh, okay. Right, there we go. That's actually alright. So there we go. Just pin tab. Aye, so it looks like Rangers might be getting busy in the transfer window. View on YouTube. God, I'm beautiful. Rangers might be getting better. Well, we are, but well, there's no doubt about it. Right, just a minute. Let me share this at Twitter. It's just a nice feeling sitting on a Monday in it like that. Yes, have it. Excuse me. I'm here. I'm just setting myself up. Morning. Fish for junk. There we go. See this gentleman here, ladies and gentlemen. Fish for junk. Go to his Facebook page. I find guys like this really interesting. He does antiques and stuff like that. It's quite interesting. Aye. Sunset here, as you can see up there. What time is it? It's 8:30 at night. 18:30 means it's 6:30. The brilliant thing, see my neighbour there, they're lovely people. Look, you can see my little porch there, right? They've got the same. They've got a nice big couch outside and the telly's out in the garden. You know, it's nice. Hey, cat, come on, say hello. There's one of our cats. You all right? Huh? So, yeah, there we go. Say hello. This one's sometimes wary of me. I know it's nice when you go see Mama. It's nice to be like this guy from what's his name, Olsen from where is it? The guy from Wolfsburg. That's a player, and the fact that we're even thinking about going for him proves that we're serious because that's a player we need. You know, he scores goals, he makes goals, and he gets in behind. He's on the left as well, I think, isn't he? So he can switch him over to the right. Sorry for the sniffles. It's actually cold. I could almost put a hoodie on. I used to want to hear that. It's tedious, isn't it, when you're all frozen. Let's say I'm just working at the lighting. Is that better? I happen to do it. It's no problem. Yeah, it's a nice feeling getting into your work and all that. Although I'm not work, but you know what I mean. I know what it's like. You can, and we're going places. Because something I missed. The point I missed yesterday, which I'm a bit of a. Sorry. A point that I missed yesterday was there would have been a bit of pressure on the players after Hearts winning. You know, like, right, okay, Hearts has won. And what about that save from Craig Gordon, man? That was unbelievable. You can't, if you're a football fan, you've got to enjoy that. And the fact he came on as a sub because the keeper gets sent off, that was a big win for Hearts. I mean, some Rangers fans I've seen, Hearts are close to losing games, but they're not losing the games. They're doing what we're doing. They're winning. Well, I don't know if they won yesterday. No, yesterday was win ugly. And when I watched them against Livingston, it was kind of win ugly. But they've got because this it's a bottle for Hearts, and it's a bottle. And although they've got money to spend, they've got a few quid in the bank. Can they attract players at the level of us? And let's be honest, the Fraggles across the city can attract. That's the other thing, which I don't want to downplay what Hearts have done because it's good. There's nothing that we can't. Morning, Blair. There's nothing we can. You can't deny Hearts are doing something. It's so interesting. Like I say, it's on high TV and all that. I don't know what he's done. His door open, right? Okay. He was opened up his house. Like the thing is, the mosquitoes going at this time of night. But talking about Rangers signings and mosquitoes. If you're on here or not, you'll know that I don't always stick to the. I do one thing. That's it. But it's nice to be linked to players. The two Sunderland one. Oh, here we go. Ah, right, that's it. Yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right. Aye, and the fact that Brian Laudrup rates him as well, that's a big deal. You've got to listen to guys like that. So, yeah, absolutely not at all, not at all. You know, and I think they've got a couple of players in already, haven't they? So, I kind of see this week there's pressure on Hearts are at Celtic are at Falkirk away and Hearts are at St Mirren. It's games they should win. They should win, but these games are now down to pressure and handling the pressure, and that's not taken away from those two teams. Those two teams are perfectly capable, with both of them with really good managers. Managers that are probably going to go places. I would say, especially the Falkirk manager. I really like him when he talks. It's a guy I kind of listen to. Same with me, Martindale. I like Martindale across along the M8 at Livy. That's a good guy, and his story's good, as in he's turned his life around after being in the soup and all that. You know, none of us are none of us are none of us are my neighbour. Nice. None of us are angels. I think Danny, we need 3 or 4 players. See the price, like, the thing at Hibs, the price. Like, from what I judged, I was at Talk Sport, Sky Sports News on before I came outside. I think that the Gremlins are the Fraggles, or whatever you want to call them, are showing they're interested in them, and so we're bidding war. I would go in right now and just buy them instantly if it's available, and it obviously is, because Rangers, that Chris Jack, and especially Chris knows contacts at Rangers. He wouldn't have put out the tweet that he did, or the post that he did at Rangers. It was lawyer. It was almost lawyer-like. Rangers would like to know the status of Bowie or whatever it was. You know, you know what I'm talking about. So, and that means Rangers have probably made an official approach, not an 8 on the M8 and on an old Nokia 3310 burner. I know, that's a great thing, and the funny thing is, I mean, Aberdeen fans are just weird, aren't they? You look at their you look on Twitter the day, man. It's that, aye. And he said, I can't believe the Rangers players had to move where they were warming up. You were throwing stuff at them. Raskin Scushin. Listen, if you take the 2 blue tinted glasses off, he shouldn't have done it, but it's still funny. It's Raskin. He's just one of them people. There's not. He shouldn't have done it, but he did. So, what can we say? That's nice. That's not. This isn't a background, by the way. This is my garden. So, aye. I fuck it, right. I know, like, you know, I wonder a bit. You might have seen in the page, this is like more Thai stuff I'm talking about now. My local from years ago was in town, and it's a 30-minute taxi for here, right? I'm in my garden. So, and there's beach bars down where I live directly. I mean, and this bar I found called Diamond on the Beach, I've actually done a YouTube video. It goes live at 10 o'clock UK time on YouTube. I've done it. It's pretty rough and right. It's me, if you know what I mean. So the bar's probably directly in line with him. It's 9 minutes from here, put it that way. And there's 2 guys from Troon, where I'm from, in the bar. I know what Martin's. I knew he lived at that side, but I didn't realise he lived this close. So that's me found a new local, just minutes from my house. Beer is right. How much is a beer? I'll tell you, it is 85 baht, which is where's the bank thing? Bank. How much is a beer? I drink San Miguel Light here. 85 baht is. So that's £2 on the butt. Well, £2.02, the XC says. And he does food, chicken fried rice, chicken wings, all that stuff, pisshead food. And he's got AIS, which means that's their Sky. That's where you watch the football. And so it's nice to have found a new local, because we've been here 8 months, and I've been to the bars, but I never really found anyone to talk to. It was barely no mates, but then, and it was one of those sliding doors moments. I went by the bar, fuck, I'll go in there for one. Then I drove past it, fuck, I can't be bothered, I want to go home. I thought, I'll go for one. And there they were, and a couple of them knew me. There's a guy on the page was in there as well, because a guy come up to you, Frankie, and I'm like, and so I was talking to him and his good wife. So that was nice. I know I'm waffling on. It was, and I found a few other bars along the beach, up kind of not side streets, but you can kind of drive past them. There's one in a bar with all the young Bangkokonians. That's what we call Bangkokonians in there. Rich kids, you can tell with their complexion. Here it's you need to live here a while, but you can understand. But Aye. After night, good after night. How's that, Ian? Oh, I know. And let's be honest, does Russell Martin get a medal? There's a question for you. Does Russell Martin get a medal? He probably qualifies for one, but aye, it's just football fans. Aye, it's funny, but the thing is, the benchmark was made. Journey did it last year, didn't get into trouble. So that's the thing about this time. Right, the bugs came out. Sorry if you hear me. Flip it. Mosquitoes leave me alone, but so these ones on the floor. He should. He should. What? Who's that? Who's that? What are you doing? Oh, I'll get a medal, right? Yeah. Sorry. That the thing is, when I comment until to use reply, it's about 30 seconds, so that's why sometimes there's a bit of a delay. But it's down to the SFA whether he qualifies for or not. I know what you mean. It would be a bit of a brass neck if he accepted it, but I think he probably qualifies for it. So yeah, remember following like my YouTube. Will you please? If you see the QR code, that's my YouTube. It's at Frankie J, as you can see, FRANKY, as you see it in the ticker. I'm up to 1,604. I think I'm nearly 55,000 on the Facebook page, which is good. The numbers are good. It was a slow day yesterday. There was only nearly 300,000. It's still mad. Martin. Yeah. The thing is, though, Greg, the mozzies actually leave me alone. The mosquitoes only leave me alone. It's just other things, Seen a couple of snakes again today, I know. Just to be that, they're about a meter long, but aye. The thing is, see, at the end of the day, we've got to, me and you don't want him to get one, but if he qualifies, he qualifies. You know what I mean? Because what if we win by 1 point, and you can say his draws, and he had lost that two of these draws. I'm not making a case for him. I can't stand it. I don't dislike the guy. Is what it's like. As time goes on, you can get a, you know what I'm trying to say. So if you're in Western Australia, you're an hour ahead, aren't you? So that's what 8, 9, it's 28 there. You're in it. So we Stacey. I've messaged my podcasters, but they're all much be doing their bit for the Queen and Country. I am. I'm just hang on. I'm just looking at my page. Give me a minute. I'm just going to switch over to Rangers news from my. You can all follow my personal page and all. I woke up the Shanko. Right, there's Hands Across the Water. Remember, I'm going to follow Hands Across the Water lads and the Rangers Journal. They're my two. I got on well with them, and us three have got a thing going. The Rangers United, was it Rangers United, Rangers Unified? I can't remember what we call it. We're going to do a monthly thing. We did one already with wee Scotty from the Journal. Took charge. I think it's my turn next time. I'm all good, man. I'm just sitting in my garden. Brilliant, man. Especially on a Monday and in it, get up the road, get a pint in you or whatever. I loved Perth. See it right. Aye. The thing is, Greg, last year I've been to about 140 countries, and I had never been to Australia over them until last year. And I was offshore up Darwin, I'm sure you know, and I flew from here actually to Perth, and I had two. Well, our line did at Perth at about 8 in the morning, and I was put in a hotel next to the airport, so I went and got a few hours kept in. That actual train, I think it's a new train, isn't it, into town? It was off. They were obviously working on it. So there was a bus on, so I said, I'll just jump in the bus, and I went down to the harbour. But what got me with Perth, the roads, you could have the Formula One flipping bugging, biting me, the Formula One on, and there was no graffiti. We were in that bar down the harbour called the Easy Shag or the Lazy Shag or something like that. It was nice. I went and saw my mum's best friend from school, so we had a meal and I got 3-4 chinwags. Then when she left, I went to the bar. And it's not a pint you get in, it's a schooner in it. And it went down like water. And I just went back. I said the taxi. I got an Uber back to the hotel because I knew it would happen. Because I was flying 11 the next morning up to Darwin. So, right, okay, I hear you, man. Lucky Shag, that's it. Aye, man, all right, Larky. Like I said, Lucky Shack, that's the one. Yeah, I think you obviously know it looked a nice area to have a good few pints. The Hilton's next door with the Sky Bar and all that, but it wasn't cheap. I remember it wasn't cheap, but that's Perth. I think you're the most isolated country city in the world, aren't you? It was good. I enjoyed it. You can see that area would be a good night out. But I say, because it was my first time in Australia. When you work offshore Australia, you're very, very likely to get drug and alcohol tested. So I flew up, and the actual hotel we stayed at in Darwin was brilliant, man. It's just been done up. The pool was amazing. Beach, an outside bar and all that. It was nice. But I just did Coca-Cola, but Millport. There's only one country in the world, I think, that you don't get mosquitoes. I think it's Iceland, isn't it? Or two, maybe two. One of them's Iceland. I think it's the South Pole, the Antarctic, and Iceland. There's a bit of useless information for you. Right. Oh, lucky if we get what, Jim. Sorry, I'm miles behind you. Aye. I mean, it's not a pint in it. No, it's obviously there's bars that get a pint, but aye. I seen that Lucky Shag. The beer was nice, like the food was nice. But like I say, my auntie paid for it all, but I think it wasn't cheap. Like she had a couple of bottles of red that weren't cheap. All right. Oh, Lucky Shag. All right, okay. The one thing about being live, you need to be careful what you say. That's better, isn't it? This is quite pleasant sitting in the garden. What temperature is it? It's 26 degrees. The computer's saying it's less than that, though. The other night when I come back, I was frozen. I mean, generally shivering by the time I get in the house and driving in the motorbike. Hoodie on, everything. Right, okay. Well, whatever it was, and it was decent. And I'm sure you can all relate to this. You know, when you drink a beer, and it goes down like water. And I know I'll be like, I'd have been out all night, and I'd have been rotting, flying up to Darwin the next day. I had that right there. Why'd fucking mess with it? So sorry for swearing. I knew, because it was my first time in Australia. I thought, don't mess this up. And then, ironically, we flew up to Darwin, had the night there, didn't drink. I think the chopper was 11 in the morning. No drug and alcohol test. The time is, the dog's going mad, 6:45 in the evening. I'm 7 hours ahead of the UK now. The thing is, when summertime comes, we get the hour back, so it makes it all the easier for watching football. It's 2 in the morning instead of 3 in the morning. As you all know, that makes a difference. People just coming back for what I said. Dogs going mental. The stray dog. They're called soy dogs, but they're stray dogs. But they're all right. I got on quite well with the ones out in the outside. I know. Please, if you don't again, I see when I'm watching a YouTube or a live thing. It doesn't bother me, but when people constantly going about following you at me, we know you can see the thing there. I'll stick on my one way, my personal account. Please, Dad is on there and all. You can see that's family life. I don't post. Some of it's just two friends only because I put a picture of my grandson up and a Celtic fan did what Celtic fans do with the picture. But aye, absolutely, aye. Well, get Rangers TV, and I'm live, so you know what I mean. The fire starter and all that. But anyway, no, but like, see, I've got the English Premiership and it's tied to sports. I think we get all the big leagues, and for the whole season it is 2,000. 40 quid. That's through AIS. It's a company called my phone's AIS, and I see. And it used to be another company called True Visions, and they were 80 pounds a month, but this lot's 2,000 baht, which is 40 quid a month, 42 quid a month or something like that. So fucking that taps, man. That day, man, the other day, man, this guy messaged me. 3 or 4 of them was like, I can't be bothered with this anymore. So I've put a thing in the message thing. I don't reply to anyone anymore. The people that need to get hold of me know how to get hold of me, but it's just the problem is I don't like not replying back. That was the issue. I'm just one of them. Like PR Mickey that looks after me behind the scenes. He says just don't reply to them. But I'm one of them people. I'm like, people make the effort to join the page and get involved. You because I think I'm not criticising any other Rangers social media, but the one thing I notice a lot of pages when I go and look on, especially ones with a lot of numbers, they put a post up and they never reply to the punters. You know what I mean? And most of them, I think I'm about the only one. I'm not a big one compared to others, but it's just me. I've got no help. I mean, I get offered all the time, but this is me, and that's it. But the people, I think, because a lot of them, they don't reply back to people. I think that's wrong. Andrew, that save that's as good as like who was it that said it the day? I was watching Ali. I was watching Talksport through the telly and YouTube, and Ali said it's like the Gordon Banks save from Jorginho. You know what I mean? It was unbelievable. It was world class. It was unbelievable. And I remember it reminded me also of a level of save. Remember McGregor a couple of years ago in Europe when he went right down. You know, we're football fans. You've got to credit the boy for that. A 43-year-old come on as a sub. Hopefully goes to the World Cup. That's the thing about the World Cup, my new local barman, because the World Cup games will be on between. Well, we're 12 hours behind New York, so there we go. So there'll be a few early mornings down that beach with my Scotland strip on and all that. You know, I hope Scotland do well. Don't get me wrong, it's not the same passion I've got for Rangers. I wish I did though, but I don't. Right. If you've all been on the page, well, you know I don't really bother about refs because I'm one of them. If you need to worry about refs, we're dodging our own feelings. Because if a ref makes a mistake of that, we've had 89 other minutes in the game to score a goal. But in that free kick, Fernandez's goal, the way I ask you all, see if it was at the other end, what would you do if it was? You know, you'd be calling it for it to be called off. I don't worry about refs too much. And it just takes up too much time as well. I've got enough going on in the page. Like I say, it's my dad that taught me that says, listen, boy, if you need to worry about refs, there's something wrong. Don't get me wrong, I can see where they're not that good, but score more goals than the other team. Simple as that. Right. Hello. It's a brilliant wee place just to live this. That was funny. Like, he shouldn't have done it. Let's be honest, he shouldn't have done it, but it was funny. Their reaction on Twitter's meltdown, they're the epitome, and I'm not just saying this, that they're not a rival, but they're just the epitome of a Diddy club. Celebrating an injury they gave to a player, celebrating the death of managers and kitmen. You know, then the morning when somebody squishes them, that boy will get a stadium ban as well for throwing stuff. He's just rasking into it. There's not a lot we can do about him, you know. For Van Hooijdonk, that was unbelievable, that one. That's the level it's at. Tell you, I know I'm going about that Hong Kong trip a lot. Gordon was from here to the Hong Kong Jockey Club. We were right behind the goal, and it's like the Jockey Club have got a stand down one side, and behind the goals, it was watching junior football. We were given the goalie pelters during the game, and I'm pretty sure it was against the Leicester Road boys, and Ron Atkinson was near me at the time. He was a gentleman, by the way, real nice, funny guy. And it was a few, it was me, Craig, and some of the Hong Kong bears, and a ball come across, and Gorham, the goalie, had a double save, and it was better than his Van Hooijdonk save. And I remember Ron Atkinson, and Nizzy was with us as well. I think Ron Atkinson knows Nizzy from before the way they were going on, and Ron Atkinson turned to Nizzy and looked at us and goes, "That's the best save I've ever seen in my life." And that was Ron Atkinson. I know, but I still shouldn't do it. But he'll probably get his arse felt for it. But yeah. But there's a precedent sent Tierney get away with it, so we're obviously allowed to do it, right? But aye. What was that cat, man? It's a good place to be there now. Nah, we're still in the league, mate. We're still in the league. Absolutely, we're in the league. See if those two drop points. I mean, if Celtic lose during the week, that's us 3 points ahead of them. On the same thingamajigger, and we're only 3 behind Hearts. Think about that. I can't see them both losing during the week. The odds of that are slim. It's all about Bottle now. And the thing about Derek McInnes, Rangers fans, when we were trying to get a new manager, said, get Derek McInnes. I'm like, Derek McInnes shits the bed every time at his teams when they do well. He's done it at Aberdeen. I think it was at West Brom and was it Bristol? He bottles it. I know that bottles it. I like McInnes, and if I'm honest, I think he'd probably be the next Scotland manager, I would say, but well, maybe not. He might stay at Hearts if they're doing well, but I've got faith in McInnes bottling it, but you know yourself, ladies and gentlemen, if it's not as it win it, you want the Jambos to win it. It'll be good for the football, good for the Jambos. I've got a few good Jambo mates. There's a Jambo comments. There's a couple of Jambos comment in the group here, and they're good guys. I like them. Because when I was on live with the Journal lads on Friday, And the Jambo that comments here now and again, he commented and they blocked him. And I was like, I don't. But Scotty that runs the journal said to the admin again, no, don't block him. But it was too late. But yeah, Cherny passed the baton to Raskin. The baton, was it not the bottle? Passed the bottle to Raskin. All good fun, man. It's, I know, it's a good place to be. But this week, that's it. This week's, it's not like an international week, but can I get that feeling about it? Because the game on Saturday, or was it Friday or Saturday, whatever it was, against Annan, there's going to be a lot of players rested. So this week gives players time to, maybe if a player's got a knock or that, they might get an extra day or two off and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And the signings, that gives us, I mean, the manager will be wanting signings in this week to play them in that Annan game. That's a perfect game for them. Aye. I know it's one of them, and it was the one. I know you want him to lose, but then you don't want. It's just a brilliant place, a brilliant league this year. There's no two ways about it. It's just mad what's happening. Things I'm powering the laptop. See the light thing, one of them things. I'm using the battery off the laptop for it. But how much is there? 50%. I'm all right. Give me a second, so I pick my nose. I need that tooth out, man. It's flipping annoying me, man. Just share this to my. Aye. Just give me a wee second. It's always good. I just like sitting talking. Hang on a minute, see if you can hear this. Oh, there we go. You hear that? 51-year-old and farting on. Anyway. Yeah, it's a penalty. That's it. That's it, Jock. See, for me, I'm the same like that. I think, see when people say that was a bad penalty, but and a penalty that goes in the net and counts as a goal is a good penalty, but Tav's penalty yesterday was the perfect, unless you go the top corner, but Tav's was low along the ground, firmly into the side netting. Brilliant. But I thought they all played yesterday. Asgard's coming on. He's just slowly edging on. He was pretty good yesterday, I felt. He got a goal again. 3 goals in 4 games. You can't drop a player like that. And here's something. I'm going to make a post about this as well. We didn't miss Barron yesterday, and that's not me in any way or form discrediting him, but it was good to see we didn't miss him. If you know what I mean, we still won. Don't get me wrong, that team are mince. They are awful. But we didn't miss Barron yesterday, and that just shows the power of, not the power, it just shows the depth of the squad, or not even, maybe not the depth of the squad's the right word, but it shows we can do it without him. We're not a one-man team. But Aberdeen, it's just they've got a big chip in their shoe, didn't they? It's crystal clear at the night, and it's going to be cold. I don't even need my air conditioning on in the bedroom at night. Then it's aye. So what other stuff's going on in life, man? Tell us. You lot can talk. I'm on LinkedIn as well, but so when's our next home game? Right. Who's our next home? Who's our next league home game? Hang on. Give me a wee second. I don't like doing this when I'm talking to you. It's a bit rude, but matches. And then Rangers, that European game. Then it's Dundee at Ibrox. So that's all right. Then Hibs away. Kilmarnock, Motherwell away. We've got a decent run here. So it's about a month till we play Hearts at Ibrox. That'll be a big game. You know, we might be top of the league, but then we might be 6 behind. Something, and I don't like saying this, we still need to be prepared to lose in a game because that's 17 league games we get left. We're not going 17. We're not going on a 17 match winning streak. That's either over stuff. But you never know. I saw that one. What's this gentleman saying? Davey, how you doing? I know, but yeah. Dundee, yeah. I know. I looked because I woke up. I slept in. Well, not slept in. I didn't get my bed till about 10 this morning. I don't like doing that. You know, there's plenty to do. You know, I like coming out sitting here in the morning with my coffee, just seeing what's going on. But no, I know everyone raves about him, and I think this is pretty serious. I think they're pretty serious, but they say that there's other teams looking at them, and I've no doubt there is. It'd be good if Rangers just went in, and same with the striker at Hibs, what's his name, just go and bang, get him, you know. He has, he's been good, isn't he? I mean, we're going to struggle to keep a hold of Danny, let's be honest, man. You know, in a year's time, somebody like Man United, that's going to have a look at him. But, yeah. Yeah, but Dundee, yeah. That's at Ibrox as well, so that's a good game, actually. And it's a game, let's be honest, we should win. You know. Like I say, I mean, I won't sit up for the Dundee, the Celtic and Hearts game. I'll be in my bed. I won't stay up till 3 in the morning for them, but I'll certainly set my alarm for like 4:45 or whatever. 4:45. See how they get on. If they golf get beat, I'll be straight up and on live on here. Not outside, like it's too cold, believe it or not. But right. God, when you think about it, where we were, like even 2 months ago, right? You see, in October, the start of October, somebody put the league, the position we were in the league in October. I think it was over a 7 or 8 day period with games. If we had lost and certain games had gone, I mean, I think a couple of teams had to hammer a team like 7-0. We were bottom of the league in October, and look where we are now. 3 months later, sitting second. Yeah, I've seen that, Scotty. That's it. I've seen that. I mean, Chris Jacks talks about it. So if Chris talks about it, you can kind of, you can take it as a given. He's obviously, I mean, you remember he's mainstream media as well. So the what they call Rangers thingy, that journal. I forgot their name, but they're good. I listen to them every day, well, most days anyway. So yeah. I mean, I think we're about 10 million in it. So the thing is, I think the owners, they've seen what we're doing in the league now. Like, wait a minute, let's give them more money. But they were never not going to give us more money. But yeah, it's mad, isn't it? And I think we're in the same goal difference as Celtic now, although they've got a game in hand. What I like is games. Second, was that what it was, Scotty? Is that what it was? There we go. I knew it was something bad. I mean, in the first couple of games of the season, all right, you can end up bottom, that's just a math thing. But to be second bottom in October is mad. After Falkirk, what are we now? I heard it was 5-2 when I'm not the biggest gambler, but I heard Ali saying that 5-2 or something like that. There's a Paddy Power goes on to what they called what am I trying to say, on to TalkSport and does his bit. Right, here's another one. There's all that ticker there now. That's links to all my socials. I mean, I'm on TikTok and Instagram, but I don't really bother with them. 41 people. That's good, man. But it's just mad, isn't it? I mean, I'm 51. I've never seen anything like this. But my first game at Ibrox was that Liverpool game in 1991 for the opening of the Govan. Liverpool hammered us, man. I think it was 3-0 or something like that with Souness. And that's it. I don't think Souness played, did he? I can't remember. I just remember walking into Ibrox and being totally taken aback by the atmosphere. One thing that always struck me back then was the goalpost, because we had square goalposts at Ibrox, and they just seemed to be so bright, and the red stanchion at the back, it was mind blowing. And I still every time I go to Ibrox, I've been to Ibrox hundreds of thousands of times since then. And it's just I always remember that moment. My dad always take a look up to the Brimley Rear as well, because I think that's where we sat. It was. I think I remember. Although we did, I know because we're from Dumbreck, we used to walk to Ibrox, leave the house about 23, be in Ibrox 15 minutes later. But we used to go to reserve games before that. I can't really remember them, but my dad said we did. So, when was your first game then? Stick it in the comments. When can you remember your first game at Ibrox? It's always interesting, this kind of stuff. Like, I think if you watched us in Christmas Day, there was me, Si Leslie, Ricky. That's it. I know Tav's a thingy. Tav's a Rangers legend, without a doubt. He's about the only one in the last 10 years that wasn't already one that had been here before, but yeah. The thing about Tav, when he makes a mistake, it's like the goalkeeper made a mistake, but he was good yesterday. He wasn't supposed to be a starter this year. He was supposed to be what am I trying to say? A squad player. And I would be all right giving him another contract next year as a squad player and hand over the armband to whoever we're going to give it to. I don't think there's anyone. I mean, people say Barron should be the captain, but he isn't a leader. He's not a natural leader. He's a great player, but he's not a leader. You don't see him shouting and all that. Just because you're a good, this sounds crappy the way I say, just because you're a good player doesn't mean you're a leader. There we go, Jim. That's a long time ago, man. 63, you saw the good, you're my old man's here. He used to go on about Shearer, Caldow, Baxter, Mr. Greg, all that lot. Thank you. He's a light. You're a big bunch of good people. What am I at now? Right, I'm just going on my YouTube, the dashboard, the studio thing. 1,605. That's brilliant, man. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. YouTube's changing. That's the thing. When you move country, it starts to change stuff into Thai. How do I promote a video? Hang on, just give me a wee second. I'm here. I should do this. Oh, you've got to pay for it. I'll do that once. I'll not do that. Aye. Sorry. Oh, I've just done something. All right, there we go. Sorry. Aye. You're around the same age at 5, yeah. I think I was 81. I was 6. Aye. Hello, there's Stacey. How's Stacey doing? Right. 65 Wraith. That's brilliant, man. That's a good thing. We get a good spectrum in the page. The young and old, us old farts, and the young team. Obviously, he's us wee daft Tam. Well, I mean that in a respectful way. We Tam on my lives and all that. He's a great person, man. Just Tam. Knows the game though. He knows football. There's another 1995 Race Rovers. Yeah, that was big crowds then and all, wasn't it? I'm looking forward to getting the extra $4,000, 4,000 players, 4,000 seats in Ibrox. So I'll take us up to about 57 or something like that. But what I say, well, I'll probably be gone by then, but in 10, 20, 15 to 20 years, well, I hope I'm still here actually. 15 to 20 years' time, Ibrox you won't recognise. Obviously, the main stand, we know the outside can't be touched. But the Americans will be looking to do big deal. I can see them knocking down Ibrox and starting again. How's 1997? They'll certainly be looking to put in we can get rid of them TV screens and put a corner in. We can do one of those suspended TV things that they do now, Samsung do for all the things. 1978 v Celtic was such good. Brilliant, man. Aye. I know. The thing is, if you on the page, if you're arguing with somebody, at least is a bloody Rangers fan. There was a guy today. I'm sorry if he's listening. I'm not having a go at anyone, but he's saying that Gassam is terrible. It's not terrible, man. I don't want to get into that. Gassama and Moore they can be a wee bit temperamental. Mikhailchenko, there was a player. This since the start of the year. How many am I at? Views on the page is mind blowing. Views. Shut up, Dogs. 5.7 views since last week. It's going to be 200 million this year. Rangers Motherwell. There's Bobag Mickey. Mikhailchenko, aye. He was a player, then he got that bloody, then he never quite got, and it was the same with Kuznetsov. I've got your answer. Mickey, that helps me behind the scenes. He does PR for it doesn't matter who does it for, but a lot of people you would know in the media. Our WhatsApps, man. There's no pedo stuff, but it's one of them stuff you send each other man. So my reply, I'm not saying what my reply was, but anyway, we're moving on. That's the one thing. See, when you're live, you can't take it back. That's 7:10 my time, innit? I could go for a pint, couldn't I? Saying that the road I've got to cross, Sukhumvit Highway, which is it's like Thailand's M8 or M1 or whatever goes from central Bangkok to Cambodia. I'm about 80 miles, about 100 miles from Cambodia, but they're doing major works here. It's about 2 years, and all to be cut across and are gone. You've got to flipping a pain in the neck. And Sukhumvit, and I'm getting a car soon, like a Ford Ranger, hopefully. But driving across that road at night, it's not the best. It was, wasn't it? He's managing now, isn't he? I think he's a manager somewhere. I think it's in Kazakhstan. I googled him recently. I'd do that. I can't spell his name. So the guy, what's his name? Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh's Indian, isn't it? He the bet with Ali. That had something about if Ali scored, Ali gets to name his kid, and his kid's Indian kid's name Kuznetsov, isn't it? Mr. Singh's is nice. I've only been once, mine, but Mr. Singh, he doesn't hide the fact he's a bear. A nice family. Indian food's brilliant on it. One of the restaurant, bars I go down here are owned by, they're half Thai, half Indian. Their food's absolutely outstanding, man. It's a cul-de-sac I live, man. It's absolutely brilliant, man. I love living here. Hopefully the owner's going to paint the walls soon. They're painting the house for us soon, so. Right. So listen, I'm going to go back inside because I've got food. The missus has just given us a wave. The best old film. Oh God, there's a question, man. There's one that really sticks out to me, and this might sound hipster-like. The 5-1 game was amazing, but as soon as first came, right, it came. Celtic won the league. Then on the Friday night, it was the Glasgow Cup final, right? And back then, Ibrox was full, and Celtic that's when they get the West enclosure and about a third of the. I need to answer this. All right. Got best from goal. But I remember Ali, that game was. It was 2 each at full time, right? So went to extra time, and Ibrox was full, it was bouncing. It was a rotten night. It was a Friday night. And Ali had scored 2. I think Mo Johnson had scored for them. And I remember Peter Latchford being in the goal for Celtic. Anyway, and Ali scored a screamer at the Copeland Road end. It was just, it was like 25. I seem to remember it was a 25-yard volley with him total, but yeah. Oh, I know. Brilliant, man. Listen, there's people coming on, isn't there? I'm going to go because, and another thing is the bugs are biting me as well. Thank you, everyone, for joining in.